आज हमको अपने लिए एक मोबाइल खरीद
Well, this is a critical game, a chance, the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team create space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's won it! The most decisive of all goals! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And there you have it! All over in a flash. Wow!
That really was intense stuff, Peter. Just overwhelmed their opponents with their level of intensity and the high tempo of their play. Sure, the winners took many...
moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Couldn't make the difference.
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ball is over the line. And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's ambitious. Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Pedri certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Bellingham gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Lewandowski. Yamal. And it's been played through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Picked out brilliantly. Bellingham! He's done very well to get to that.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
That's a good foray he's making. It's a promising position. Nicely weighted ball. Rudiger does really well to win the ball there. So we're still where we started right now. And here's Neymar. Tries to play it through. Oh, good-looking ball. Good. Mbappe goes for a shot! And it's there! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And it's Messi. Rivaldo.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's a throw. Kubasi. It's going to be another throw. Tchouaméni. And this is Neymar. Rivaldo. Now, can they get him away? And that could well leave a mark. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he shoots! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And for the first half, that is it.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team totals will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how...
And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
It's just a fabulous...
It's Rivaldo! He's kept it out just. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And he's quick to get rid. And here's Yamal. Bellingham. Koundé finds himself offside. And he thumps it clear.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Yamal. And that could set him on his way. And he's made sure that's not getting through. 𝙀𝙀𝙤𝙤𝙗𝙖 with the clearance. 𝙀𝙀𝙀𝙤𝙤𝙗𝙖 makes the interception. Yamal. Bellingham. And it's Pedri. That looks a good ball through. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar has it out wide and in space. Rivaldo! And that's a good finish. So could they be onto something here?
Rivaldo!
Rudiger.
Rivaldo!
And now they can clear their lines. That'll be a throw-in. 75 minutes played. Oh, there's a probing ball. Played out to the left flank. Cross to the back post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. He's picked his way through. Garcia getting this one clear. And it's Rivaldo. Pedri wins the duel this time. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great chance! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that was very necessary. Bellingham. Yamal.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to get it away. That's a good ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've got to pick 𝙀𝙛𝙤𝙤𝙩𝙗𝖖. They're a good left feet, and then there's the one the Colombian's lucky to have. He's in the elite lefties club, which unfortunately I never got near, but he can pick passes most of his peers can't even see.
Backhand! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Roberto Carlos can clear it away. That's a lovely pass. Rijkaard. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Son Heung-min. This looks promising. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this?
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Romario. No goals as yet. Passes short and sharp. Bergkamp. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And cuts out the supply. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a little off target. Applies the finish! It is a very, very good save.
Cristiano Ronaldo probably should have taken a breath and looked at the runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Deftly away. They've got to be quick to recover this. This is their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Looks a good ball through. Oh, shooting chance! What a wonderful goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
The move. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello, attendees.
Yeah, you don't get any
This
points
is
for
a
stating the obvious,
children's
Peter, but
announcement.
thankfully this is
Would the
still
father
very
of a
savable.
boy in a
Keep things
blue
simple,
hat
keep
kindly
the
make his
intensity
way to the
high, and
information
hope for an
centre.
early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That has been cut short. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, there's the clearance. He's looking wide. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
That has been slung wide. Can he stop it going out? Adams. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's a sharp little ball here. Maldini. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Batistuta. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Mbappe! And yes, it's there! Right back in the game. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Costa Curta. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cannavaro.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read...
Neymar! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Neymar has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's hoisted clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect?
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Into the arms of the goalkeeper. And that is the last of the action. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game, but it turned into a typical...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Manuel Neuer, claimed once that he had a catalogue in his head of all opponents. You won't think it, but there's so much detailed work behind everything he does. This is what keeps him ahead of his opponents and his contemporaries.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Short changes him with that pass. Now he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. Quality ball. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Rooney. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dida comes out and deals with it. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he's managed to get rid. 𝙀𝙀𝙤𝙗𝙬𝙗. Great work on the overlap. And the counter is on. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Neymar. Son Heung-min shoots! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's found a way through. Aimed beyond the defence. That's fabulous. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Son Heung-min, Cristiano Ronaldo. Schneider.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
De Jong! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
De Jong actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Kvaratskhelia, he is through here. Oh, right place, right time. Kvaratskhelia is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. It's Schneider! Costa Curta is there to clear. Schneider cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
De Jong kept his eye on it, and he's there. Not where it came from. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Messi, Serginho gets across to intercept that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with...
Oh, he's having a pop! Well taken goal. The moment we all craved above all other. His goal, his moment.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Can he get it through? Cristiano Ronaldo! Rooney. And it's Schneider. He's picked his way through. Great vision. Messi has it out wide and in space. And Messi! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
And he cuts out the supply. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And he was quick to react. Rooney is onto it in a flash. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Serginho. De Jong. And here's Schneider. And that has left him in a heap. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Look at the space here. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
It's a good foot in there. The message is clear, none shall pass. That's that, the end. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Wishing our birthday boy a very
Any reflections
special
on what you've seen,
birthday.
Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nice.